Comparison of SpaceX rocket reusability technology. Differences from the Space Shuttle. Launch and landing method. Space Shuttle uses a horizontal launch and landing method that requires a special runway. It has low safety and high dependence on launch and landing facilities. SpaceX rocket uses a vertical launch and landing method with low dependence on launch and landing facilities. It requires shock management technology during landing, but it can enhance safety and improve operational efficiency. Propellant. Space Shuttle uses both solid fuel rockets and liquid fuel rockets. It is difficult to control thrust and the reuse process is complex. Solid fuel boosters are not reusable. SpaceX rocket uses only liquid fuel rockets. It is easy to control thrust and the reuse process is relatively simple. The first stage propellant can be reused, greatly reducing launch costs. Reusable parts. Space Shuttle, only the orbiter, airframe, can be reused, and the boosters are discarded after launch. SpaceX rocket, the first stage propellant, booster, is reused, and the orbiter, airframe, is not reused. The first stage propellant accounts for most of the launch cost, so it has high reuse economy. Other considerations. Structure. The Space Shuttle has a complex structure, resulting in high operation and maintenance costs. The SpaceX rocket has a relatively simple structure, which can reduce operation and maintenance costs. Launch frequency. The SpaceX rocket can increase the launch frequency through reuse technology and can be used for various mission performances. The Space Shuttle has a complex and time-consuming launch preparation process, resulting in a low launch frequency. Reality. Launch and landing. The SpaceX rocket uses vertical launch and landing technology to reduce launch facility and operation costs. The Space Shuttle requires a special runway due to its horizontal launch and glide landing method, and it has low safety. Propellant. The SpaceX rocket uses only liquid fuel rockets, making it easy to control thrust and high in reusability. The Space Shuttle uses both solid fuel rockets and liquid fuel rockets, making it difficult to control thrust and the reuse process is complex. Economy. Launch cost. The SpaceX rocket can reduce the launch cost to less than $60 million per launch due to its reuse technology. The Space Shuttle is a very costly spacecraft with a launch cost of more than $1.5 billion per launch. Operating cost. The SpaceX rocket has relatively cheap parts replacement and inspection costs. The Space Shuttle has very high operating costs due to its complex structure. Additional advantages. The SpaceX rocket can increase the launch frequency and can be used for various mission performances. The SpaceX rocket promotes the development of private space companies and activates space industry competition. Status by country. USA. SpaceX is most actively developing rocket reuse technology and has successfully launched and reused rockets such as the Falcon 9 and Falcon Heavy. China. The Long March 9th rocket is developing first-stage propellant reuse technology and aims to commercialize it by the early 2030s. Russia. The Amur rocket is developing first-stage propellant reuse technology and aims to launch by the 2030s. Europe. The European Space Agency, ESA, is developing reuse technology for the Themis rocket and aims to launch by the early 2030s. Conclusion. SpaceX rocket reuse technology is a realistic and economical technology compared to the Space Shuttle. It excels in launch and landing technology, propellant, and cost aspects, and is expected to contribute to the development of the space industry.